Hey, 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 everyone. It is Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. It is blowing snow outside, so I haven't gotten dressed yet because I'm waiting for it to stop so I can go do my shoveling, so I can get my exercising in. I'm trying to reshift my mind on my very big dislike of winter and snow. But shoveling has been helping because that is my workout. I have like a big driveway. It's about 2,600 steps. At least that's what my phone says it is for me to shovel my driveway. So it takes me a good amount of time, and it's a lot of snow to push. So loving that. So just waiting to do that, and figured I would get my live in for the day. I don't know if you're feeling like a failure right now. Definitely, some people, especially right now, because more people are struggling with money than ever before because of job losses, because of COVID. Some places are going into shutdown again, and people are stressed and feeling like they're failing, right? They feel like I'm not getting my promotion that I wanted. They've gone back in their career. Maybe they're accepting a job that is less pay because their old job isn't around anymore. And like lots of different things happening that can make you just feel like, whoa, I'm a loser. And I'm here to tell you that you're not. Everything happens for you, not to you. But that doesn't really make it any easier in the time that it's happening, if that makes sense, right? Like it's really hard, and we don't know that we're not alone. So you're not alone, you're not a loser, but I'm here to give you 6 reasons why you are not a failure and you can't stop. Whatever that dream is that you're trying to do, don't stop. So sometimes we just see the outside of someone's success and we think that it was easy. It's like an overnight success. Oh my God, they just fell into this great job. They just fell into this great business. They just fell into this great thing. And it is an illusion, and it doesn't happen. Most people work really hard for really long and struggle and want to give up. And these people definitely did that. Number one is AC/DC. It was 40 years before AC/DC had a number one hit. I'm not an AC/DC fan, but you know what? 40 years? That's a really long time. Like, I got to give them some props because I don't know many people that would be doing something like that for 40 years before they had a number one hit and still keep going. Number two, Samuel L. Jackson. Like, we all love him. Snakes on a Plane. He's called like the hardest working actor in Hollywood or something because he does so many random movie roles. But he had 23 years before he had a starring role. 23 years, people. Harrison Ford. It was 13 years before he had a starring role. And I'm told that he did about 50 auditions a week. So let's think about that, right? If it was even 5 a week for 13 years, that's over 3,000 auditions. How many of you would do 3,000 auditions and still keep going for your dream? And let's be clear, while you're struggling for that dream, like, things aren't rosy. You probably don't have great jobs. You probably don't have people around you supporting you. You probably don't have friends and family like pushing you on. They're like, it's been 13 years, dude. When are you going to give up? When are you going to get a real job? When are you going to go to that plan B? This isn't working. You should give up. But instead you keep going. So 13 years for Harrison Ford before he had a starring role. Bruce Springsteen was 16 years before he had a number one hit. Abe Lincoln, right? We all know him as one of the, fathers of democracy. He lost the presidential election actually 8 times before he was ever elected. 8 times. 8. People are like, you're a loser. You're going to do that again? You're going to do this again? You're a loser, Abe Lincoln. Like, when are you going to give up? They're probably laughing at him, like seeing his flyer come out. Oh, look at Abe. He's going again. Loser, loser. but he did it, and he is now known. Like, everyone knows him. I'm in Canada. I know who Abe Lincoln is. I think everyone in the world pretty much knows who Abe Lincoln is. Imagine if he gave up. Imagine if he quit. Imagine if he listened to the people around him giving him negative energy. I don't know. Henry Ford, his first two companies failed, and he actually went bankrupt 5 times. 5 times. Maybe you're sitting there right now and you're struggling under debt, and you're struggling under job loss, and you're struggling all these things, and you're thinking, that's kind of where the road is heading, right? There's some great debt strategies out there. There's some great things that you can do. I work in that field a lot, helping people find money. But can you imagine, usually when I go into someone's home and they're feeling that, and they're telling me about their debt and stuff, they feel like so much shame around that. And most people are hardworking, and most people, just life gets ahead of them. They get thrown some curveballs like COVID, and they aren't able to meet their financial obligations, and they end up needing to restructure. They might lose a home, or they might go bankrupt. But those people, like, every time I see someone in that situation, they feel like a lot of shame. I can't imagine Henry Ford going bankrupt 5 times. 5. I don't know if he was married. I should have looked it up. Like, did he have a wife through that whole time? Like, what was his wife telling him? Like, dude, I'm going to leave you. Can you get it together? You're a loser. You keep putting us in peril. But he kept going. And now look what he did for the world. He created the assembly line. He made cars accessible for everyone, and completely and forever changed the world. Henry Ford, right? I just can't imagine if he gave up, if he listened to people around him that must have been making him feel embarrassed. He must have felt shame. He must have felt these things. So how did he keep going? It's amazing. And so, you know what? I just feel like if you're feeling some of those things, it's okay, but at the same time, it's not okay. So, like, it's real. You might be struggling. You might feel like you're a failure. You might feel like you didn't get that promotion and you've gone back in time. Maybe you've taken a lower paying job. Maybe you don't have a job at all. Maybe you're trying a business and it's not working. It's okay to feel that, but don't feel it for too long. Like, you need to keep focusing on the positive, and you need to keep going. You need to surround yourself with people that are filling you up instead of trying to pull you back down, right? Because if these people had given up, if these people didn't have the mental fortitude to keep going, our world wouldn't be what it is today. They wouldn't have accomplished for their own family some wonderful things, but they wouldn't accomplish some wonderful things for the world. Like, what gift would you be taking away from the world if you quit on your dream or yourself right now? Who would you be affecting? Who are those people that will never get helped or served because you are thinking, I'm a loser, I should quit? So I just want to say, if you're feeling those things, it's okay, but it's not okay. You gotta move on, and you gotta keep going. I think that there's a lot of people in the world that have great ideas. They have great things living inside them, and the world never gets to see it, and the people never get served because they are scared, and they care too much about what other people think that we don't even like. Like, you don't even like these people. They're not going to be around for the rest of your life. In most cases, right? The people that are giving you grief on Facebook, the people that are whatever, giving you shade because you got a dream, they're not going to be there for you in the long run. And they sure as heck aren't going to be paying your bills in retirement when you let yourself play small and just gave up. They aren't going to be there. So why do you care if they're there now? Like, really? Why do you care if they're there now? We care far too much about people and their opinions of us, when really, in fact, we don't even like them. So get over it. Stop feeling like a failure. There's a lot of people that have gone through a lot of things and still persevere and still change the world. So you have something living inside you right now that is your gift and purpose to this world. Go get after it. If you want some tips that I have learned from some books that help me with this mindset kind of journey I'm on, which will never end, by the way, right? I have a list of 10 of my favorite books that have been life-changing, mind-changing for myself. And I would love to share them with you, and hopefully they add value to you. I know that they will. There's some real good gems in there. Send me a message and I will send you my list of the top 10 books that have been, to this point, the greatest influence in my life. So have a great day. Go get it.